This is Bernard Corbeil from Swing Club L'Orage in Montreal. You can reach us at www.orageclub.com or at 514-842-7399 in Montreal. And we are pleased to chat and share with our friend Frank from Frank Talks, Pleasures and Lifestyles.
You're listening to Frank Talks, Pleasures and Lifestyles, and I'm Frank, because I have to be. We're back. We're having a very special pre-recorded show this edition with Maître Bernard Corbeil. And Bernard, let's get right to the heart of the matter for people who are listening and who are wondering this particular question. Is swinging legal?
The answer is clearly yes. We even got a judgment in July the 4th, 2003, stating black and white that across Canada, swinging and swing clubs are perfectly legal as long as sex occurred in private.
Now, can you tell me, for people who are listening and are a little vague on what we mean by swinging, what is swinging and what within that is perfectly legal?
Okay. So swinging is a lifestyle, and commonly in English we use the word lifestyle now more than swinging, because swinging is closer to swapping, and swinging is not only swapping. It's involved exhibitionism, voyeurism, triolism, group sex, gangbang, or fantasies, or triolism. So it's larger than just swapping. So in English we have the word lifestyle, and we call people lifestyle or swingers.
So if I understand this correctly, two couples simply swapping partners for a night isn't just that's not the be all and end all. It incorporates a larger circle of different activities.
Yes, and we even had an expert in court who filed an expertise. In fact, in several cases, we filed that expertise from sexologists and psychologists, and they confirmed that swinging is something very natural from all times, all places around the world: Chinese, Japanese, Asian, Middle East people, French people, European people, South American people, Eskimo people, South American people, all over the world, all through times. There was always some kind of activities as swingers, and unfortunately, what happened is because of the church had to control the sex, and it was also controlling the politics of the countries through the ages and through the world, and so sex was something bad. And finally, lately, since let's say beginning in 1960 with the birth control pill, it's helped to make some changes, and then it's increased a lot during the year 1960 and 70s, and middle of 1990 and also by the end of 1998 there was some raids, and so we had to make a survey across the country to establish that it was tolerated, because the test from the Supreme Court of Canada is does swing club are legal or not. There's no law forbidding swinging or lifestyle. What is illegal is the common body house, and the law, criminal law, says that common body house is a place where you have prostitution or a place where you have act of indecency. Okay, but the law doesn't give a definition of act of indecency. So the Supreme Court of Canada said that it's not act of indecency if it's tolerated by the Canadian Contemporary Society, which we call the Canadian Community Standards. And how can you establish that? It's very hard. Okay, so it costs something like $20,000 to a client of mine, and he got a survey made by CROP, because a country, establishing that almost 60% of the population in Canada are tolerating the swing club or the swingers, as long as it's among adults of legal age in an area where the public cannot have access if they don't want to have, and there are some conditions like that. And with that survey, with their expertise, we got a judgment, and in that judgment you can read that about 60% of the Canadians are tolerating swinging, and in Quebec, province of Quebec, is almost 75% of the population. And another very interesting proof we have is that about or close to 15% of the population would like to visit a swing club even if they are not swingers. So that means they are naturally interested. And we had some raids through the years, like at the Best Western and the South Shore, where the police asked the media to be there, and they filmed the people, and some of the people made a complaint at the internal affair of the police, and the policeman has been suspended for 63 days without pay. And since then, we do believe that the media and the police understood that usually the swingers and swing clubs are clean people, ordinary people, mothers, fathers, and they have reputation, and also they have legal rights to share things they want to share with other people having the same interest. So because of the definition by the Supreme Court of Canada, it's not easy task to determine, but now we got a judgment stating that swing clubs are legal in Canada as long as the sex occurred in private, and even if there's some money given to the club and even profits made by the club, it doesn't matter as long as you have control of the admission and you have some conditions to admit the swingers, trying to get the real swingers, and to get things like membership, a form to sign, to be open and clean business. Okay. And the last thing I want you want me to say maybe is that I personally get involved into that very deeply, meaning that even for money matters, I was so personally involved and interested by that I spent more than 1,000 hours. 1,000 hours in that file at the where we got the judgment in July 2003. And a lawyer as me of 30 years of experience could ask for maybe $200 by hour. That's mean $200,000. And because I really want to do my share for the society and for the swingers and for the mothers and fathers who are involved in lifestyle, that I only charge $200 instead of $200,000. And that's a way to help the Quebec Swinger Association and try to get some fundraising to help the swingers.
Frank Talks is sponsored in part by Everything Out of Her Mouth is a Test, a man's guide to the emotional needs of women. Ladies, do you want the man in your life to understand you on your level? Do you want your man to be able to listen to and address all of your emotional needs? Show him how much you really want your relationship to be the best it can be. Everything Out of Her Mouth is a Test makes a perfect gift. The book, written by a man, for men, is endorsed by every woman that reads it. This book is a guide for men to understand exactly what a woman means when she speaks. Is that worth changing your life forever? Buy this book at franktalks.com now.